What's going on, fam? We back with another video, y'all. And for this one, we got 1090 Jake, as y'all see on the screen. We're gonna be touching on Allstar JR and how he going to prison. I guess he getting locked up over the whole J. Prince Jr. him and the J. Prince Jr. situation that happened a minute ago. I guess he getting locked up for that. So we finna go ahead and get into that. So make sure y'all drop a like, comment, subscribe. When y'all subscribe, hit that notification bell so y'all get the videos when they drop. Other than that, man, let's get into it. Make sure I got y'all grabbing. Make sure I got y'all grabbing. Whatever y'all need to chill for the video, whatever it is. A drink, water, Kool-Aid, whatever. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and get to this video. I want to first say, last video I did on this about him in this situation, I was feeling like he might be able to get away with this, but then I took some time to think about it. And one of the things I feel like that's going to really crush him from even getting off this case is, if y'all don't know about the situation, he was getting robbed, a gun fell, he started shooting people. Cool. Okay, but when you shot them and they hit the floor, that's cool. You ran away from them, that's cool. This is where I feel like you're going to lose. When you came back over to Ben10, spit on him, pistol whipped him, and shot him a couple more times. Now that is where he's already neutralized. You don't need to do nothing else to him. Being that you're a felon, you can't do all that extra shit. Shoot him, put him down, and get him out the premises. But that's where I feel like that's gonna mess him up at. I don't know where it's gonna mess him up at, but we finna get into it and see. So yeah. Then again, like I said before, drop a like and let's go ahead and get into this video, man.
Bad news for Detroit's #1 defensive player of the year. Allstar JR is going to prison. And in this video, I'm going to explain why. Quick pause, because this might actually help you out. If you've ever needed access to your money before payday, there's a banking app called Current that lets you get up to $750 as a paycheck advance once you qualify. So instead of waiting for payday, you can get access to your funds earlier when you actually need them. Paycheck advance is clearly my favorite part, and I'm sure will be yours too. But if you're trying to build your credit or just want your direct deposits sooner, it handles all of that in one app. If you scan the QR code, it'll take you straight to the sign up page where you can create an account.
My bad, y'all. I usually skip this. I was like my candle.
Because that's answers. Firearm is now scheduled. Instagram helping people like you stay more on top of their finances. Remote post to Instagram. Allstar JR's trial for felony possession of a firearm is now scheduled for July 6th, and it would show the federal paperwork literally showing 9 a.m. This shit's gonna happen, and the estimated trial time is gonna be 3 days. Now, comments. About a 1% chance trial proceeds that soon, and a 99% chance it will be adjourned. And this is the thing, this whole shit happened, the shooting, in April, and trial is already set. There's not much reason for it to be delayed because there isn't an overwhelming amount of new evidence that they're going to be able to bring.
Yeah, most of the evidence, I mean, shit, everything on video, multiple people recorded it, it's cameras, they really got what they need. They really don't need nobody to sit and be like, oh, this happened, that happened. They really got everything on camera. So it's really an open and shut case if you look at me. If you ask me, anything they need question on, should play the video. That's
showing that he didn't have a gun. Now, taking a quick look at the criminal complaint, this happened back on April 8th, 2026. Now, skipping through all the paperwork, this is a photo of Allstar JR hitting the Motown Boogie as he is firing. You can see all the fire coming out of that. And I'm going to be careful about how I scroll through this because you can see Ben10 slumped on the floor, completely blurred out, but you know, YouTube will demonetize that in 2 seconds because the YouTube bots will assume it's a dead guy. Now you can also see JR apparently chasing. It says John Doe #2 and others run out of the frame towards the elevator. JR continues shooting as everyone is running away and shoots additional rounds at John Doe #2's direction. This right here is going to be one of the main things that they're going to say is he didn't need to do. If you've defended yourself As a felon, the second that threat is neutralized,
Like I
you
said,
can no longer possess that.
what I tell y'all, what I just tell y'all, that's where he got messed. I knew that. I knew it. I'm always right, man. Well, not always. Not always. Most of the time I'm right. But, man, shout out to him for defending his life and defending himself and letting niggas just take shit from him. You work too hard for niggas to just take shit from you. I feel you on that. But, man, it get tricky when you... Then again, they don't... And this is the crazy part. I get he a felon. I get he didn't have a gun. They gonna see all that. That's good. That's good. Okay, cool. But they don't understand. Niggas from the streets got PTSD. I ain't no super thugged out of the street nigga, but it's things that traumatize me. I've seen shit. Long story short, niggas got PTSD, man. And I say that to say this: that shit could have happened. Then when he got a hold of that pistol, he just blacked out. He literally could have just blacked out. He shot them niggas. He ran off. It seemed like he was trying to get some more dudes. He came back because then again in his mind he blacked out. He trying to kill. He all he see is red. So that. But then again, when it comes down to the court of law, they're not gonna care about none of that. They gonna look at it as you're a felon. You're not supposed to be in possession of a gun. You grabbed possession of a gun that wasn't yours to protect yourself. That's cool. But where you fucked up at is where you came back and decided to spit, pistol whip, and shoot some more. That was overkill. That was just... Then again, you already can't possess weapons as it is because you're a felon. They giving you grace because somebody's harming you and you possess their weapon and killed them. So they already giving you grace. Because then again, if they want to be assholes by the law, they could take you to jail because of possessing a weapon. So, yeah, man. I don't know if he gonna beat this, bro. I'm gonna be real. I don't know if he... I don't know. If it was me, I'd probably take a plea. I'd probably take a plea deal if it was me. Then again, it's the feds. 1, 2, you do realize they got it all on camera. 3, you know you did go back and do what you did because then again, you defending yourself, but then again, you're a felon. So it's like, it's tricky, bro.
Done. So you can't go and chase after whoever else was present.
Exactly.
Just because you feel tried and you're prideful or you're angry because now you're a felon in possession. Now this picture right here kind of seals the deal. Ford, JR, returns to where Ben10 is lying motionless on his back. This right here, motionless, it's not even letting me highlight it, so now I just look stupid. Motionless on his back and fires another 2 rounds at Ben10 from a few feet away. Ben10's body jolts suddenly as 1 round appears to strike him before going motionless again. Now that is a savage picture. If I was Allstar JR and I miraculously beat that case, I would make that a t-shirt, a portrait. I'd get it painted, put it up on my wall the day they tried to rob me. And I stood over him and fired into him, right? So they're saying Ben10 was paralyzed off the first shot. When he initially got shot standing up,
so he was neutralized off the rip.
He immediately hit the floor. All-Star JR chases the other ones to the elevator, firing. Whatever hits whoever. I think they said the other kid that got hit, whatever his name was, Dead End Ron. Finger got shot off. He's leaking out in the elevator bad. They had a whole blood trail from the elevator to the parking lot where they found him. So he got hit bad. I think got hit in the artery in the leg, but somehow survived.
Damn.
Then JR comes back and stands over Ben10.
Yeah, that's where he messed up at.
Firing 2 more times, one of them making his body jolt as he's hit by the bullet. This right here, I don't know how they could defend this because of the fact that
he's a felon.
He wasn't a threat. And again, you can only defend yourself as a felon if you're about to die. Like if there's no other option than to get that gun and use it, But at the point that there is no longer a threat, if you continue possessing that weapon, you're a felon in possession. Ben10 was clearly not a threat as his whole shit shut down.
Yeah.
And he still stood over and shot him on video. All right, I really got to finesse this next part so I don't show y'all something I don't want to see, because Ben10's laid out on the picture above and in this picture. But in this picture, you can see JR clearly right here, and his arm is extended, and he's firing down again. And the paperwork would state, JR paces around the floor for approximately 8 seconds as the female he was with attempts to interact with him. JR then fires another round at NBA Ben10 in his direction and exits the frame towards the elevators. So after standing over him and shooting into his fucking body and shooting a second time, JR walked away or just paced around, and for 8 seconds he thought about, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Fuck that. Boom! And it fires again before leaving. But 20 seconds.
Oh yeah, he's done. He's over with. Woo-hoo. He's done. So bro, so they saying bro shot Ben10 down. He dropped. He chased after the other niggas, shot one of the niggas, and he leaked all the way to the parking lot. They found him later. But they saying he came back, spit on him, pistol whipped on him, and shot him twice. Then paced back and forth. Then after you paced back and forth thinking of what you should do, you went back and shot him again. Yeah, you done, bro. Yeah, he's cooked, bro. He might want to take a plea deal. I ain't gonna lie to you. If you don't take a plea deal, he's done, bro.
Later, he comes back, still holding the gun.
He's cooked.
JR points it at NBA Ben10 again. This is the third time he stood over him, who appears to still be unconscious. JR appears to attempt to fire another round, but the handgun slide appears locked back, indicating it's out of ammunition. So JR, you can see the slides locked back. You can see
you can see it in the video.
JR didn't just stand over him. He stood over him 3 different times.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Shot him twice, or at least 2 different times. I don't even know how many times he shot him. He shot, and then he jerked, and then he leaned over the table after pacing around and tried to shoot him again. I don't know if it actually hit him. And then he came back again, probably tried to finish him, but there was no more bullets in the gun. He stood over Ben10 3 different times, and somehow...
So he stood over him 3 different times, and on the 3rd attempt, the mag was empty, so he shot him twice. So that's he's done. He's done, bro. That them 2 different times you stood over him after that first time, yeah, it's over with, bro.
This kid's still alive. And at this point in time, JR would stand over Ben10 and strike him in the face with the gun, pistol whipping him while he's on the floor. On video, they were able to capture JR wiping the handgun down before hiding it behind this counter right here.
Right.
And this is going to be his main defense. His defense is going to be, look, I didn't leave with the gun. I didn't keep the gun. I just wiped it off, and I left it there where no one could see it, so nobody could grab it and try to use it against me. But where he's fucked, and why I say he's going to prison, is because there was no longer a threat.
Exactly.
When he stood over.
Like I said, it was no longer a threat. Like I said at the beginning of the video, bro was neutralized, and you went and came. You left him and came back to him with the weapon in your hand as a felon after you already neutralized him and proceeded to shoot more. Then when you tried to shoot after you shot again, you tried to shoot another time. That didn't work, so you spat on him and pistol whipped him. You cook, bro. I don't see no way of you defending yourself in that situation. You cook, bro.
With
Ben10. He got to take
shooting him, shooting at him, attempting to shoot him again, and pistol whipping him. And through that entire time, even though if you count it up, if it's only like 1 minute and 30 seconds, that's still 1 minute and 30 seconds of a felon in possession of a firearm. There was no threat. There was no need. Do I agree with it? No, I don't. I honestly feel like if you can be released from prison, you should have your rights back. Or there should be some type of probationary period, like a parole, in which you're released from prison and...
Okay, my opinion on this part right here is when you get released from prison, I don't feel like they should make it super easy for just you get out of prison, okay, you can go get guns. I feel like if you want to carry a firearm for your protective reasons, that's cool. But I feel like every felon that's done a violent crime, any non-violent felons, they could go get a gun whenever they want. That's just my opinion. Not non-violent felons. Violent felons, when you get out of prison, you should have to go through like a 2-3 month program where you go like every 2-3 days out the week or so, and you do whatever they need you to do. Take certain tests for evaluations, all that, so they can look at everything and be like, okay, this person should be able to carry their firearm again, have their rights again. Or look at something and see some stuff that's off and be like, yeah, no, we don't think he should carry his firearm again. That's just my opinion.
If in set amount of years you don't get in trouble again, all rights should be back, because you've proved that you've beat the recidivism rate. Because I beat the statistics. Realistically, I was released from prison. I haven't gone back.
Yeah.
I beat the statistics. Most people go back within a set amount of time. I think it's within like 3 years. So if you can last a certain amount of time, you should be given your rights back. You should always be able to defend yourself with zero stipulation at all. You disarmed an attacker, saved your own life, saved your property that you worked for. I believe that. So do I agree with this? No. Don't take it as I think he should go to prison. I don't.
Yeah, he shouldn't.
But I think he will.
He is.
Now, as we saw from what Remo posted,
facts.
Trial date has been set. They're ready to go. Like I said, I don't see what there is to fight in the situation. I don't see how he's going to be able to be like, hey, you know, I was still defending myself when I stood over him and pistol whipped him and this and that. And I'm glad he's not facing additional charges for that shit. That's also pretty fucking crazy. And then Hot Wheels, Ben10 got shot right after this.
Yeah, exactly.
According to the news, Baton Rouge rapper Ben10 identified as one of 3 shot on Wells Street. Ben10 and known as
We already did a reaction to this. If y'all want to go see my reaction to that, go check out my video. I did it like a couple days ago or whatever, like a week ago or so. I did a reaction over Flacco channel. He touched on this. Bro, he got out acting real tough, wanting to be He-Man. Like he not in a wheelchair, like he can just do whatever. And got his ass, dropped his low and got his ass blitzed. So that was his fault.
See, the fellow Baton Rouge rapper NBA YoungBoy was shot in Baton Rouge on Tuesday, just over a month after he was shot in Houston. Real name Ben Anthony Fields was identified as one of 3 people injured in the shooting on Wells. Fields and the other 2 people were taken to a hospital in a private vehicle. In early April, he was shot in Houston. Just some advice for Ben10. If you're getting shot in every state you go to, you need to just sit the fuck down and stop hanging out with certain people, bro.
Like I said,
hit in cities that ain't yours, and then you're getting hit in your own city. And I don't even know how he survived this one, because he already got put in a wheelchair, and then he got shot out his wheels.
Man, I'm gonna say this as far as him surviving stuff. When God got his hand on you, bro, there ain't nothing you can do, bro. I don't care, bro. If God wants him to survive, he gonna survive. If he don't, it is what it is. But man, God got his hand on him. That's all I could think of. Shit, God got his hand on him, bro, because he ain't checked out after 2 different shootings within like a span of a month span. You got shot 2 different, yeah, bro.
In Baton Rouge. And I'm not saying this shit to be funny. I'm saying this shit to be fucking serious, homie. Sit down. Figuratively, literally, like, get the fuck away from people, bro, because you just keep...
I said this in my video when I reacted to it about it. Like, I said the same stuff he's saying. I said this, bro. You paralyzed. Quit the street shit. You retired. Put it down. Find something else to go do with your life, because this obviously ain't work out for you. You see how it ended for you.
Catching shots and shit is not going smooth for you. But as far as Allstar JR, I believe he's going to prison. He's facing up to 15. If they give him a deal, he could walk with maybe like 5 or less years, because that's usually the average for a felon.
I'm thinking like he get a plea deal. I'm thinking about like 7. I'm thinking like 7 years. I'm thinking like, yeah, like what he was saying, 5 to 7 years, somewhere around there. That's just what I'm thinking. But if they hit him with a plea deal, because then again he is looking at like Yeah, I don't know.
possession of a firearm.
I don't
But
know though, man.
if he fails to accept that plea, if he's even been offered one, he could face a whole lot more. Let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comment section. It's 1090G.
Man, that's the video, y'all. I'm curious to know how y'all feel about this situation. Because what bro did was overkill. After he neutralized him, he did overkill. Well, he didn't kill him, but he was trying to end him. But y'all think he should go to prison, or y'all think he should be free? I'm curious to know what y'all think. Me personally, I think he should be free. I get he was doing a bit much at the end, but he was defending himself. He wasn't causing no problems. They came in there causing problems with him, trying to harm him, take his property, and he defended himself. So, my opinion, when you disrespect somebody or do something to somebody, you can't justify it. You can't try to get mad at the way they react. Like, if they're gonna go all the way with it, they're gonna go all the way. You shouldn't have did what you did. So, in my opinion, he should be free. He should be back home, making his music, doing what he gotta do, take care of his kids, whatever that is. But then again, yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Drop a like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell when y'all do, so y'all get the videos when they drop. Other than that, man, y'all be blessed, be safe, stay out the way, and I'm gonna get y'all on the next one, man.